Hope everybody's doing well today. Let me check my test. Okay, I'm back and Gloria is apparently very comfortable. I hope everyone's doing well, as I said before. And let's see, I've been up to a lot of things. The Ritalin has helped me tremendously, even though I've only taken it a couple of times. We went to a safari, which is called Lake Tobias, and it's a zoo, petting zoo and safari. It's about 45 minutes north of Harrisburg, PA. I definitely recommend it. It was a lot of fun. We took Neon with us and we had a good time. I should have probably taken my Ritalin that day though. I was a little exhausted. So I wanted to vlog it, but Neon was sleeping in the back seat because they were catching up on what they should have been doing, sleeping. And I didn't want to disturb them. So I didn't vlog. I did vlog there on the safari bus. Otherwise, it was just too many people, really. I didn't want to, be disrespectful. So I didn't vlog the entire time, but I will definitely show you the video in a little bit. I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind with the cancer, is that, I'm getting tests at the end of the month, new scans, but I feel like I'm going to be here a while. What always irks me is the unknown. There are a lot of people with my cancer, and I don't know how many are just not on treatment anymore. But I'd like to know. I want to make my plans. I've made some plans. I've certainly done a lot of crossing my T's and dotting my I's. But, I'm thinking about my bucket list again. And everything that I connect with kind of brings it up. And an example was yesterday. There's a particular lip balm that I like. It's from Medline, and it's given out in hospitals a lot. And I decided, because I had them from the last time I was in the hospital, and I think they're phenomenal. So I wanted to order some, and I found them online. And I could get a 2-pack, a 3-pack, or a 7-pack. And I thought, well, the one I have has lasted me a long time. I'm one that will buy a little bit in bulk if it's going to be a savings. And I thought, nobody else in the house uses it, so am I going to be able to use 7 lip balms? It's the stupidest thing, I know, but it's just the silly things that I think about. So I went intuitively and bought a 3-pack. And I like to have them like in all areas of the house. So I have to have a couple on each floor. I may or may not use them all, but it's silly. It's a silly train of thought. In that area, thinking about what number of lip balms I should buy seems like almost like girl math, except it's cancer math. And yeah, these things are just silly. We have to pick out some tile, and I say, Chris, what do you want? Because I may not be the one that has to live with it. So it's just little things like that. And the house is starting to look like Chris's place. I'm just kidding. There are certain things that, even after I die, I told him I will come and haunt him if he does this. That's okay. We're very, very different, but we're also very much alike. Love that guy. Anyway, not having any new symptoms, but I was thinking about just sort of putting it out in my Facebook group as far as who's not on treatments anymore, who was told they were terminal, and how long has it been? That's, I think, comparing to others with the same cancer is really all I really have. My oncologist says we're all different, so there are some variables. Otherwise, there are some similarities as well. So historically, she can only go by that data. And, I mean, I don't know anybody who's been here for 5 years since diagnosis. And I mean, I've been here for 20 years from my first diagnosis, but, the treatments were working. And I think that I am a little frustrated, I guess, over that. And don't get me wrong, that's not a death wish. I just want to rework my bucket list. Not an expensive one, but there's just a few things I'd like to do. Lake Tobias was actually on my list that I could go there. And I also went grocery shopping the other day. I just needed a couple little things. And I went, and Chris and I went to the mall. And those things are not big, you wouldn't think, but I just want to be active as much as I am a homebody. I also like to get out there. I'm more a homebody. Sometimes I do have to push myself. Like tomorrow, I will probably take a Ritalin and then go over to the retirement home to do my volunteer, do my class. And I really enjoy that. And I want to enjoy that for as long as I can. So I think this is just a culmination of, my head, pop, pop, pop. And I gotta kind of stop that. But I can't. Okay. It's okay. I know a lot of you are also going through cancer, and my heart goes out to every single one of you. I think about you all every day, and I just hope that you are staying strong and able to do the things that you've wanted to do. And it's funny because there are things that I probably will never do, but I'll still want. And that's okay. I mean, I've wanted a yellow Corvette with a black rag top forever. I mean, even when I was a kid, I wanted a vet. Never happened. It never became the priority. And it probably will never happen unless some billionaire comes over and gives me a car. And that's okay. That's okay. I guess I could say I still have plans to get one. I don't need those things to die. I think that's what makes us human in the material world. My soul knows one thing. My human doesn't want to let go, but that's okay. Thinking about that vet makes me happy. I have all kinds of dreams that weren't realized, and I'm sure you do too. If you lived the life and you're living the life that you already planned to do and you want for nothing, God bless you. I don't really want for a lot, probably just those things that I may never actually have. I always wanted a second home. I don't like roughing it, but for some reason, a cabin in the woods always sounded appealing to me. And it never became a priority because I don't really like roughing it. Camping in a van, that was fun, but I also knew that was only for one night. So I'm just saying that my bucket list needs to be reworked, because if I'm going to be here a bit, then I shouldn't just be sitting here waiting, right? So back to life a little bit at least, and as much as I'm able. So I would like to show you some of those videos or video. I'm not sure which. I just have to see what's editable. I have the Safari, and I also got a windshield mount on the car for my camera. And I did think about, is car vlogging safe or stupid? I think for some people it's really stupid because they always want to look into the camera. And I just don't think that's safe. But if I keep my eyes off the lens It's, to me, just like talking to someone next to me. So I feel like I do it safely. If you disagree, I welcome your comments. Or if you agree, I also welcome your comments. And I just welcome your comments. I would love any more questions you have. I didn't set anything up for the mailbag for this video. So keep those questions coming, and I will definitely catch you on the next video. So without further ado, like and subscribe, and then I will talk to you at the other end of this. I have no idea. No idea. Hi, everybody. I'm checking out my vlogging skills, car vlogging. I'm going to try not to look into the camera and keep my eyes on the road. I found a nice little car mount in Walmart. And the fact is, I do have a nice display. If I connect my phone to the display in the car, I do have a nice area for my GPS. But I disconnected that because I had gotten a new phone and I never really reconnected it. So when I need GPS, I just pull the phone out. I don't know why I didn't pair it up, but that's okay. In case anybody's wondering, I drive a Kia Soul, and it's leased, which doesn't make me happy. But when I needed a new car desperately, we were in the middle of COVID, or toward the tail end, and there was not a lot of inventory for cars, used or new. Well, they had some used cars. The new cars were a real wait. The few used cars that were available on lots were astronomical. They were literally around the same price as a brand new car. And I always felt, and I still do, that leasing's not a great idea. It's not a great option. I mean, when this is done, I give the car back or I buy it, and it will cost more than I would have paid for it new. In this particular case, that's not such a bad idea because, to turn it in, because I don't really like the car that much. And the seats don't go far back enough for Chris because he's a little taller, but so that's not comfortable when you can't even get a seat to go far back enough for you to drive. He's not that tall. He's about 6 foot. And overall, the legroom in the back, not really ideal. It's not a tiny car either. It's just, don't think it's really well made. So I'm going to, I'll see, I can look at you now. Hi. I'm going to a grocery store named Weiss. W-E-I-S. I always called it Wise, but I think it's Weiss. You can correct me if you know the difference. Anyway, Gomez seems like he's not eating this new food that we got. We feed the cats grain-free, which is not cheap. We might actually look for some low grain because grain-free is harder to find, and I don't know. Grains are not as good for cats. So we kept with the grain-free, plus they won't gain weight, but Gloria's getting to be a heifer, so we've got her on a diet. It's not easy to have 2 cats and feed them separately. So we've got a new feeder that has a timer on it. I think the brand is called Voluous. Like, I keep thinking voluminous, but it's Voluous. And the timer seems to work very well. You can program it for 4 meals a day, and it just drops food, and you can control the portion. So I know what they should have like together. I just have to make sure she's not feeding on his bowl. So there are 2 bowls, which I like that as well. And one did adopt, they did each adopt one of them. But if Gloria's done hers, I notice she will go right to the other bowl. She doesn't care. She's just rude. So I kind of felt like he's not caring for this food and he's not eating as much and he's getting a little bit thinner, although he did have this huge winter coat that was actually uncomfortable for him. And now he's back to his skinny mini coat, which I guess just makes me feel the bones and stuff. But I think he should eat more than he should. I think he should be eating more than he is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find... He likes the fish options. So I need fishy, dry food, grain-free. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so far this is fun. All right, guys, I'll be back soon. Okay, now that it's raining. Well, my trip to the grocery store was uneventful, but mission accomplished. And now Chris and I are going to the mall. Today is one of our outs. It's raining, I know, but sunglasses anyway. So we usually do 1 or 2 what we call outs a week as far as dinner. One of them, sometimes we only do 1, but one of them will usually be a low carb, and one of them, like this one, will probably not. So I'm craving a cheesesteak, and Chris made the sacrifice. If that's what you want. So they have a place in the food court. I've never had their cheesesteaks, but Chris says they're good. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around the mall first. And in case anybody's interested, it is the Park City Mall in Lancaster. It's not that far away. And I don't know, Chris might talk, I'm not sure.
He might.
Well, we really need the rain because it's really humid here. It was very hot today. Tomorrow is supposed to be super nice. And we're going to a place called Lake Tobias. We're going to take Neon. It's a safari and a zoo. They have a regular zoo and petting zoo. It's a little over an hour away. And I have never been there. You've never been either, right?
No, I only heard of it recently.
So there's a jewelry store here. And apparently it's pretty swank, but I've never been in there. So they have a pretty big parking lot, and they decided to build a second building for some of their inventory in the parking lot. So they're erecting a new building. And I shit you not, they have a sign out that says moving sale. I mean, a moving sale. Okay, does anybody have any questions for Chris?
No guarantees on answering them.
Where did you grow up?
Around here. A little town called New Holland. It's dreadful. Sorry if anybody from New Holland is listening.
I'm sorry for your luck. I don't know. New Holland's a cute little place, but there's nothing there really.
There was more when I was growing up there. It's really... I don't know, I feel like maybe the internet really screwed things up. There used to be things to do in small towns around here, but now it's like if you're not willing to go into the city, you just are out of luck.
Well, what actually closed?
A lot of stores. I don't know.
Like mom and pop shops.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's true everywhere. I mean, Home Depot and the big wigs, they all pushed them out.
Yeah. Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, that was long before the internet. Sad.
When the effort of Walmart went in, it really boogered things up for all of the little businesses around there.
We're parking at Boscov's. That's how we usually go in, and
as is tradition.
It is. Chris's grandma Diane used to bring him here a lot when he was a kid, and she always liked to park at Boscov's because that was like her store, right?
Usually the parking was just good here. She did like Boscov's, but
you problem parking right there? Oh, you want to go out to the other lot?
Yeah, I spotted a spot over here.
You spotted a spot?
I did.
Oh, that would have been a good one because it's when it rains, you'll just come pick me up.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right, we're going in. Thanks for the journey. Okay, we're back to the car. Worst cheesesteak I ever had. You're like, so we had dinner, we did this. I'm like, that was dinner, huh? Well, I'm just gonna have to go get another cheesesteak soon. I didn't even finish it. That was a really small one.
Yeah, they used to be better than that. But, it's the mall. Everything here used to be better.
It is. Well, we did go to Francesca's. I've never been in there, but they've got some really cute clothes. Oh,
Trying to do an ASMR channel.
I know, right? I'll just cut this part out.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
Oh no, and now everything's all tangled up. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's something going on. Everybody's got their chairs and their picnic baskets.
There's got to be like a little festival followed by fireworks, I guess. So I got a twofer, really cute necklace. And what they didn't have anything matching with it, but I got a new pair of hoops that I really wanted. Been looking for another pair.
You're always looking for another pair of hoops.
I really don't have that many, especially that size. Anyways. So we went and saw mall humans.
Humanoids at best.
The mauling, what?
Mauling?
Mauling?
No. Adulting is bad enough. We do not go mauling. That's a different thing.
Going to the mall as a kid, it's just so different today. And it's not because I'm an adult. I don't know, it's sad. The malls are dying. I lived really close to the mall when I was a kid, so I could walk there. So I was a real mall rat. Today it was kind of like, do you want to go walk around the mall? For what? Stopped at the counter at Boscov's and did a smelly test, stinky test. It was Estee Lauder, which I don't usually like, but they had something called Beautiful. It actually does smell pretty good. Estee Lauder just always reminded me of Mama's and Grandma's perfume. Not as bad as Gina Tay. That was my grandma. Gina Taste Splash. All right, we are almost home, so I'm going to close it here. I'll talk to you in a little bit. So there you have it. They're not really big bucket list things. The safari was fun though. And again, with Neon being here for the summer, we're having a good time making memories. I may need a little bit more Ritalin today. We have a big schedule, just mundane kind of errands, but I need to be awake for them. That helps. Okay, so if you're with me still, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. All right, feel blessed. You're blessed. I'm blessed. Have a great day, evening, morning. You know the drill. Love you all. Bye.